What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Mind & Co Yoga. My name's Kayla, and today I'm going to be running you through something I should have done a few months ago, given that it's January something 30th and the ski snowboard season is already halfway through. But today specifically it's going to be geared towards skiers and snowboarders. So go ahead, throw on your favorite tunes. I got my favorite hat on with one of my favorite mountains on it. So yeah, meet me on your mat and let's stretch. All right, bros. I take it back. Anyway, welcome to your mat. Go ahead, let's start in child's pose. Your knees are gonna be the width of your mat. Your toes are gonna make a triangle and just slowly walk forward. Your hands here just so you can get a good hip stretch and maybe even a little bit of a side stretch up through your lats, around your shoulders, your triceps, all the way down to your fingers. Plant your forehead on the ground. Press your palms into the mat, your finger pads into the mat. And we're just going to hold here for a few breaths to open up our hips. Put a lot of pressure on our hips when we're on the mountain. So it's good to kind of release that. Let's do some active recovery. So go ahead, slowly roll up onto your shoulders, your elbows still touching the mat, and just move your hips back and forth here. Notice if your knees want to go a little bit wider. If so, allow them to. Just creating movement here in your hips. If your knees do want to go wider and they're a little bit painful on the hard floor, you can always go to the long edge of your mat and do this here. So that way your knees are touching the mat at all times as you slowly rock back and forth. And like I say in all of my videos, we're looking for sensation here, not for a perfect picture. So however far open your hips go, that's okay and it's beneficial as long as you're feeling a stretch and a release. Good job. Go ahead, slowly bring your knees into your chest. If you're on the long edge of your mat, walk yourself back facing the original orientation. We're just going to start by going into tabletop here. So your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. Your toes can be tucked or untucked. It's up to you. And let's just warm up our back a little bit. Start to sway back and forth where you're kind of rounding your back towards the right side and rounding towards the left, almost as if you want to look around at your right butt cheek, and then you move to the other side, you want to look around at the left butt cheek. So really just lateral movement here. Closing your mouth so you can breathe in and out through your nose. Let's take some typical cat-cow. So go ahead, inhale, drop your belly to the floor, gaze up. Exhale, push the floor away from you, round your back, gaze goes towards your navel. Inhale, look up. For us skiers and snowboarders, it's really important that our gaze shifts with these cat-cows to open up the neck a little bit more. So as you exhale and round your back, really crank your chin to your chest and try to look at your navel or in between your thighs and feel that stretch on the back of your neck. And inhale as you look up, feel it on the front of your throat. And in this position, really pull your shoulder blades down your spine. One more exhale, look at your navel. Inhale, back up. And then exhale, go ahead, send your hips high for downward facing dog. Ooh, my hamstrings are a little tight. Yours might be too, and especially our quads. When we're on the mountain, we're doing a lot of weight bearing and strength on our quads. So we'll get to those today, but for right now, just enjoy the opposing stretch of your hamstring. If you would like, you can bend your knees, put a generous bend in your knees. Just start to feel out this downward facing dog. Good job. Let's warm up our bodies a little bit before we start to stretch them even more. So go ahead, inhale, look in between your hands. Exhale, step your feet in between your hands for a forward fold. Your feet can be, or your knees can be bent here. Inhale, your hands come to the mat or your shins, halfway lift. Your back is flat. Gaze is out in front of you. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, send your arms high all the way up, stand up. Exhale, grab your left wrist with your right hand. Take it over to the right side for a left body stretch. I feel my vertebrae almost like clicking back into place when I do this. Inhale, back through center. Exhale through your nose, grab the right wrist, bring it over to the left side. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, go ahead, bring your hands down to your side and make a fist behind you. Intertwining the fingers, pull your fist towards the floor. Inhale as you gaze up, opening up your heart. Take your feet maybe just a little bit wider than they are. And exhale, gently bend your knees, lean forward. Try to move the fist over your head, opening up the space in your shoulders. My hat's about to fall off. It's kind of a shame. We'll get Jackson Hole back on my head here soon. Uh-oh, here it goes. Okay. All right, yoga doesn't stop for a hat. Go ahead, inhale, slowly roll back up. You can release the bind. All the way up, your hands go, your gaze follows, and then exhale, melt back down, back into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot back. Your left knee is bent. Your right knee is on the floor, out behind you. And just stay here for a little bit. I'm not doing anything crazy this slow. As you inhale, gently lead your hips back a little bit. And as you exhale, lean forward even more. Moving your body with your breath. Really opening up the space here. Inhale as you move back. Exhale as you move forward. Good job. Let's do 3 more. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. And even though our left knee is forward, I'm feeling this stretch a lot in my right hip. Exhale forward. So go ahead, inhale, circle your left arm up towards the sky. Your right arm is supporting you. You can leave this twist here, or if available to you, and I really urge you to try this, just go ahead, bend that left leg or that right leg and catch it with your left hand to take a quad stretch. Inhale as you push your foot into your hand to open up your shoulders. Exhale as you pull it closer to you, your heel towards your butt. 2 more breaths in this position. Good job. Exhale, gently release that leg. And this time, go ahead and move your left toes to point towards the outside of your mat. Your left heel is in, so your foot is pointing this way, your left diagonal. This opens up your hips. And once again, just slowly rock back and forth. Maybe let's do a little bit of a circle. For you, exhale as you lean forward. Inhale as you move your hips around. Trying to create a circle with your hips here. Whenever you feel good with that, gently Bring your elbows down to the floor if available. Otherwise, you can hold yourself up with your fingertips here. Try to move on to the pinky edge of your left foot so you feel the stretch on the left outer hip. And kind of flex your left quad here as well. Just to make it more active and to protect your knee. I have a lot of knee issues, so I'm all about protecting those little suckers. Good job. Go ahead, inhale, walk your way back up. Plant your hands on the mat and exhale, send that left leg back. Beautiful work. Back in downward facing dog. Walk out your dog as you need to. Notice how your left hip probably feels a little bit more open than your right. If not, don't fret. One more inhale allows you to look in between your hands. Exhale as you step your right foot in between your hands. Lower that left knee down. In this low lunge, let's take those rocks back and forth. Inhaling as you go back. Exhaling as you lean forward. Once again, even though our left or our right knee is forward, I'm feeling this stretch more on my left hip. That's the one that's being stretched right now. Good job. Let's do 3 more just like this. Inhale as you go back. Exhale as you go forward. Your back toes can be tucked or untucked. Good work. Plant your left hand on the ground if it's not already there. Inhale as your right arm sweeps over your head to catch your left foot. Or if you can't grab your left foot, know that it's okay. Give yourself a smile and just take the twist. Inhale as you push the foot into your hand, opening up your shoulder. Exhale as you pull your heel closer to your butt. Really like to know where everyone's favorite place to ski or snowboard is. So after you're done with this, go ahead, just drop a comment on your favorite place and why it's your favorite place. Every year I try to take a trip somewhere new. Last year is Jackson Hole in Alaska. This year it was Aspen, Colorado. Go ahead, release that back foot. Now turn your right toes out diagonal towards your mat, opening up your hip. Move on to the knife edge, the pinky toe edge of your right foot. Ooh, this is tight. And just take some circles here. So your right hip is opened and turned out. So you should now feel the stretch on the outer right hip. Let's create some movement here, make some circles. In my opinion, if anybody cares, Alaska actually had incredible views. You could see what's called mud flats. After the ocean kind of pulls out, it's left with this actually fairly dangerous composition of earth, basically called mud flats, and it's really beautiful. And sometimes you can actually see the ocean come back in and see the ice floating on the ocean. But just to hype up Colorado a little bit more, the snow is better, or is better in Colorado. But I will go back to Alaska, or Alyeska, so no hard feelings there. All right, inhale, back to center. Plant both hands on your mat. As you exhale, your right leg goes back into downward facing dog. Good work, everybody. Inhale as you gaze to the top of your mat. Exhale as you step the opposite foot than what you did in the beginning, in between your hands for another forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold back down. Inhale, arms sweep over your head, gaze up. Exhale, this time wrap your right hand on the left side of your face. Your left hand moves down towards your side body. Take a gentle neck stretch here. Resting your right hand on your left skull. Take another inhale here. Exhale, chin to chest. Bring both hands gently. You don't really need to push hard. You can just gently rest the weight of your hands on your skull for a stretch in your back neck. Inhale back through center. Exhale, right arm goes down. Left arm goes over the right side of your face using just the weight of your hand. Take a stretch in your right neck. I'm not gonna lie, I really hope you guys can see me in my head because I did not double check today, I'm realizing. All right, all right. Inhale back through center, sweep your arms over your head, gaze up. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands down, send it back to a high plank. Let's get some core work here. In order to be better skiers and snowboarders, we have to ride correctly in a way that supports our body, and the best way to do that is to have a strong core. So with that being said, let's start focusing on our exhales as we do some mountain climbers, crossing our right knee over to our left elbow and then our left knee over to our right elbow. Every time we cross, we exhale. Ten more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Whatever side you're on, hold. Bring your knee a little bit higher. Hold, hold, hold. And continue to go again. 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Should be your opposite knee now. Lift it a little bit higher. Good job. And last round. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower down onto your belly. Ooh. And just rest your right cheek onto your mat. Let your arms go long. Feeling a sense of comfort. Thank you, sweet, sweet floor and mat. All right, go ahead, plant your hands by your rib cage. Inhale, halfway lift up. You can do a full upward facing dog where your knees are off the mat, or you can just do a cobra pose. You're slightly lifting your chest. Good job, and then slowly lower down. Go ahead, bring awareness to your right knee. Your hands can cross under your chin in front of your mat. And slowly bend your right heel towards your butt. And reach around with that right hand. And just notice if you feel a stretch here in your quad. Holding here. If you don't feel a stretch, try to activate the quad as you pull your heel closer to your butt. You can prop your chin up with your left hand. What I like about this stretch is it kind of opens up my right shoulder while stretching my right quad. One more breath here. Exhale, release. Switch your hands, switch your feet. First, bring awareness to your left foot. And then exhale, bend that left heel towards your butt. Reach back with your left hand. And if you don't feel the stretch in your quad, try to activate your quad until you do feel it. Supporting your chin on your right hand. Good work. One more inhale. And an exhale. Beautiful work. Gently press yourself up and just walk your feet out in front of you. Switching a little bit of positions now. So you're sitting on your butt. Your heels of your feet come to touch, and the soles of your feet do. So you're in a little butterfly. In this butterfly, go ahead, just lean forward a little bit. Take a big inhale here. And then exhale, roll back onto your back. Put this little mic thing right here in butterfly position. Inhale to close your knees. Exhale, bring your knees towards your chest. Grab the outsides of your feet, so pinky toe edge. Take a happy baby. So you're grabbing the pinky toe edge of your feet. They come out to the side where your knees are almost in your armpits. You're feeling the stretch in your inner groin here. If you would like, you can rock back and forth. You can straighten your legs or keep them bent, whatever feels good to you. And just let gravity do the work. We'll be here for 5 breaths. Three more breaths. One more breath. Gently begin to close off your legs. Bring your feet back down to the mat. Once again, taking that butterfly position so the soles of your feet are together, the heels of your feet are together. We're just going to let gravity work with us during Shavasana to pull your knees towards the floor. So let's take our final resting pose. Have your arms out wide alongside your body wherever you would like. Soles of your feet touching. And this relaxed butterfly, just opening up our hips more. Close your eyes, let your breath return to normal. And really start to tap in with yourself and why you choose to ride the mountain. Maybe visualize going down your favorite run, being on your favorite chairlift, imagining the snow glistening. If you're on a groomer through the trees, or maybe in the park, your backcountry or resort, bluebird or cloudy skies, whatever your favorite home place is, just really plop yourself there mentally right now. Hear the snow sweep past your board or your skis. Your breath as you take any turns. Your gear being completely comfortable. Your thoughts being completely clear. Now, with each turn that you make in this visualization, imagine each turn you send gratitude towards the mountain for allowing you to ride her down. Send gratitude to the clouds for dumping snow on the terrain. Send gratitude to everyone who helped build your board or your skis, your bindings, your boots, your protective gear, your helmet. Some gratitude to yourself for taking a risk that maybe one day you were just a little bit scared to go down the mountain, but you trusted yourself, you followed your calling, and now you can enjoy it beautifully. and gratitude to the science that allows us to scale these beautiful beasts. I begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes as you kiss the mountain goodbye. Wish it well until next time you see it. Inhale your arms overhead. Your knees can come to close. And exhale gently, roll over to whatever side feels good to you. Resting your head on your bicep. Take another inhale. Gently, with your eyes still closed, pressed up into a comfortable seated position on your mat. Meet me with your left hand on your heart, your right hand on your knee, palm facing up. May we allow ourselves to receive all of the beauty of the mountain around us. Feel it within our body, feel its energy. And may we release gratitude back out towards it, exiting through our right hand. My hands come to center, heart center in gratitude. I wish you all a very safe, explorative, beautiful season on the mountains. Namaste.